p.m. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Radio Lansar FM 90.4, 105.6. Peter Marisburg. Shagufta Khan is here with the program Range Hayat, Colors of Life. And as we mentioned, inner and outer beauty. So please keep your pen and paper ready for the outer beauty. For the inner beauty, I have a special guest today. And this is actually, I have found her with the Bazmi Adab show, and when I spoke to her mom and when I was talking to, then I was really inspired with this little girl, and her name is Rabika Khan. And I don't say because she's Khan, so I invited her. She got lots and lots to talk about it, and I'm very inspired and impressed. So let's hear about her. And Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Radio Lansar, Rabika.
Alaikum salam, thank you.
Rabika, what is the meaning of Rabika?
Rabika means precious stone.
Precious stone, and you are, for not only for your parents, you are precious stone for us as well, because the way you are doing the things, it's very unusual for this generation, and plus it's very impressive, right? Why I invited Rabika? I have to say that because Rabika is actually chosen for KZN public speaker, already chosen. So she gives a speech on self-confidence. Oh my word, such a beautiful thing, self-confidence, which we all look for that as well. Plus, she writes stories, and not poetry yet, but she writes stories as well. So let's speak to Rabika about her this hobby, and let's see this young girl who's only 14. Let's see how her mind is working. So Rabika, talk about your writing and how you started in this age. I don't understand. Like, I'm still trying to write something and I'm still stuck. Okay.
I started writing last year because I had a lot on my mind, and my mom is my biggest inspiration for writing because she also writes poetry and stories. So from that inspiration, I took it and I decided to write as well.
Okay, but you wrote The Season of Change.
Yes.
Which we are discussing on Radio Lansar FM 90.4. The Season of Change, that really amazing. So can you read that short story, Season of Change, then we will discuss about it.
Yes. The Seasons of Change. Once upon a time, there was a little lass named Dua who always woke up as the sunshine hit her perfect little face. She would run downstairs and sprint directly into the dark green forest and dash into the beautiful field of colorful flowers, capturing the sight of the warm yellow sun glistening on the flowers as the cold breeze drifted through the forest. As Dua was picking up the flowers, she heard the leaves rustling and the flowers moving side to side. Dua was petrified. She could feel her heart pounding, but she refused to run away, as her mother always told her to be brave and strong. She quickly approached the moving flowers, expecting a dangerous wild animal with sharp, shiny white teeth and large nails. But instead, it was a fluffy golden brown dog trying to capture a small butterfly. Dua decided to play with the dog until dawn approached. For the next few weeks, Dua built a routine, sprinting to the dark green forest and picking colorful flowers for her mother, as she chased the butterflies and played with the fluffy brown dog. Until one morning, Dua woke up to the sound of thunder. As she peered through the window, she saw the heavy rain pouring down onto the ground. Dua rushed downstairs to try to go outside, but her mother quickly stopped her and refused to let Dua go outside during a huge thunderstorm. Dua had no choice but to stay at home for the rest of the day. She felt lonely and solemn as she missed playing outside with the fluffy dog or picking up flowers for her mother. She missed the warmth of the sun and the beautiful sunsets, which made her feel the most alive. That day, Dua went to bed wishing to see the clear sky as the sunshine woke her up. Unexpectedly, in the next few weeks, the rain turned into snow. The flowers had disappeared and everything turned to ice. Dua's mother had seen that her daughter was sad, so mother decided to tell her that winter had arrived and she needed to learn how to cope and love the new weather because it wouldn't last for long. Dua took her mother's advice and decided to make the most out of it. Every day until winter vanished, Dua would drink warm hot chocolates and play outside. Instead of picking up flowers, she would create a snowman and try to catch the tiny snowflakes that landed on the ground. Dua learned how to cope with the changing seasons and was no longer sad. Before long, summer had arrived. Dua was woken up by the sunshine hitting her perfect little face, and she knew exactly what to do: run through the fields of flowers once again.
Such a beautiful thing. The people who know that the season of change, this is not about only weather, it actually implement on our life as well. So what you think about it? You wrote this thing so beautiful and you read for us that. So what was in your mind that you know what you wanted us to know from this story?
So, the change of seasons is not just the weather changing, it's about a mother telling her child, giving her child advices, and telling her child what to do. So, from that, um, the weather, instead of weather, it will be more practical life, for example, friendships or education. So you need to move on and you need to learn how to move on instead of like being in denial. For example, she was in denial that summer has vanished. It's no longer summer, it's winter now. So she was really sad and lonely, but her mother taught her to adapt to the situation instead of being sad and lonely about it.
So this story actually summarizing in the way that whenever you have a situation in your life, you have to accept the change and work towards that situation.
Yes.
Am I right? It's not about weather. It's about anything. About it's a parcel of your life that you hear. You might change. You will grow up more. Then your playthings, your things, your dollies, all your toys can be changed as well. Then you have to accept another change. Then you study, then you do this, then you do that. So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us the changes, and mother is giving advice that how to cope with the different situation, with the different weather. So all of us, we should understand and adapt the environment, adapt the situation, not being like very very sensitive and very anxietic and very depression and pressure. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. No, as time is going and bringing different things in our life, change in our life, we have to accept and find our solace, our entertainment via that as well. Am I right? Is this the meaning of your story?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes. So very nice food for thought you are giving to our listeners, to the youth as well. I wanted to know where you study.
I study at Rhythm House
Rhythm House, okay.
and I'm in grade 9.
Grade 9. Okay, you are in grade 9, and as I mentioned that you have accepted to the KZN public speaker. What speech you gave and what's happening? Because this is very exciting for me.
It is. I first auditioned, gave a tape of myself, and it was a speech about self-confidence. So I wrote the speech about self-confidence because during this generation, you always compare yourself to other people, especially on social media. So you always lose that self-confidence, or you're in a group of people and you just feel that you're not right enough or you're not enough as a person. So I wrote that speech for the audience, so maybe someone could connect or someone could feel the same way that maybe I felt or other people felt. So like, it's not you who's only going through this, many other people as well.
So you can build this info. You're talking about the social media, which is at the moment is the biggest problem, biggest fear for youth as well.
Yes.
Right. I'm talking about the social media. I'm not saying at all that social media is not beneficial or is not good, but it depends like how we are using it. If we are using for information, we are using for communication, it is very good. The minute it comes to the entertainment part, that's where we're having hiccups as well. So let me tell you the social media, what you think, what you are giving that how to use social media and when to use social media. Can you just talk about, because I can say Shagufta Khan is saying this thing, people will listen to Ravika because Ravika is only 14 years old and she can give advice to the youth as well.
I agree. I feel like social media you should use social media. It's a great tool for many people. People had created more apps. It's a great learning program as well. Researching and learning social media and how to research is a great thing, and I enjoy social media for that. But as soon as it comes to, for example, Instagram, TikTok, it's a great social media platform. It's great to, see other people what they're doing. But as soon as it affects your mental health, that's when you should stop, because it will do a brain rot to your brain, and you're still in a developing age as a teenager. So whatever you are watching, you would want to act like that person, or whatever you see online, you feel that way, or you want to feel that way. And social media has many bad influences on you and many positive influences on the viewers as well. So I feel like social media is a great app and it's a great development, but also in the future for the next generations, social media should come to not like a stop, but like should not used as much, because social media, you can use social media for finance. If you're in a bad finance place, you could use social media, for example, start a YouTube channel or TikTok channel, and then you can like get money from that. But I would prefer education and more reading books rather than spending your time on social media.
Okay, I don't want to say what my issues with social media personally, right, is this, that there are two things. Number one, that when we're doing TikTok or we're going Instagram, I have Instagram page. Just now I'll announce for that as well because of my business. But the minute we go to Instagram and we just roll up, one video, maybe 2 seconds, 5 seconds, I'm watching, 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and after that another. And the topic is totally different, and that's really, really, I'm telling you, bugger my mind. Imagine I'm an old lady, I know my mindset and everything, but still it impacts on my mind. It's really, really taking a lot of energy. Plus, whatever I am watching on social media, it actually reflect in my mind, as you said, all the time. If I'm having, usually because I have to prepare my lecture, I'm listening the lecture. Sometime the songs will come, sometime this lyrics will come, and it's actually coming right into my mind. So imagine how it will work for my youth. So we have to be very, very selective, in other words.
Yes.
What you think?
Yes, I do agree. The things that you watch will affect you no matter what. If you watch a sad video, the next video will also be sad, and it will go from there. So then at the end of the day, you'll feel sad, and then you will you wouldn't feel your best version of yourself. So from that, if you see a happy video, you become happy. So that's how social media works as well.
Okay, one more thing. Because of social media, a lot of anxiety and depression started, because we are comparing, as you mentioned, right? Because we are comparing one from other, definitely. But each and everyone has their own identity, their own ability to to promote as well. So how you tell me, okay, how you using, okay, Rebecca, how you using social media? Tell me.
I normally
Truth.
Yeah, I just have YouTube
Hmm.
and I just watch videos from it, like
What you wanted.
yeah, what I want to watch.
You wanted to watch means like for your entertaining, or for your information, or for your what usually you watch?
Like cooking shows, I feel like that's entertaining for me. And also like for research as well, I use YouTube to find like the history of World War II, for example. Then from watching that, I get a more understanding. If I didn't understand from my
World War. Wow.
from my work, then I'll go on YouTube and find out.
Very nice. So basically you are using your social media for information.
Yes.
And for your knowledge. That's very good for the knowledge. The minute you wanted to know, you just go Google what is the meaning, and then you know exactly. That's very good. But to abuse it and to give small children is not nice. I'm telling you, the mothers, because they get very happy with all the cartoons and Cocomelon, I don't know what and what, goes on the bum, went round and round and round. What happened? That because of so sudden, so quickly change of colors, and so beautiful world they are, like fantasy world they are. And then when they look at the world exactly, actually it's a different thing. They get bored, they want more and more those things. And what happened, it's really affecting their brain. We having developmental problem, language problem, we have autism just because of that. So you tell me about, like, okay, you said this is bad, we should go for reading, researching, writing, whatever, okay. Now tell me, we were talking about out of a studio, that what you like to read.
I love to read fantasy, dystopian,
Right.
those kind of books.
Thank God, not scary. What they say, that very scary movies and scary, things as well. Because, okay, so fantasy. What you, after reading those books, what you feel, you compare with the reality, or because the story what you wrote, the Season of Change, is a reality.
Yes.
Yes, and you're reading books for fantasy. So how are you coping with these two things?
Those two are very different. I
Yes.
enjoy writing reality stories and poems and speeches because I want it for the audience. I write these speeches for the audience, not for me.
Mm.
So I read fantasy and dystopian for myself because I enjoy those kind of books. So that's the difference. And sometimes I take fantasy and put it in my reading or my writing or my poetry, or I'll do the opposites. Same thing.
Things. Do you have any other poetry or any other things to share with?
Not right now.
Not right. In the future, we will definitely get Rebecca to give her more stories. And can you give me, because you already approve as a KZN public speaker, so what you are giving advice to our youth to be self-confident?
To be self-confident is to be happy with yourself. To not just to be confident. It is to be confident, to be happy with yourself, to feel confident in your speaking, in your writing, in many different ways. Self-confidence isn't just, about yourself. It's about the people around you and how you get influenced by the people around you as well. And it's about how you take in things and what you value the most and what's your priority.
So how will you improve self-confidence? What advice you are giving, or some tips for our youth to listen? How can I improve my self-confidence?
Positive self-talk and having a positive mind will definitely improve your self-confidence. If you have a negative mind, you'll become a negative person and you will feel like everyone's watching you. While for self-confidence, you are confident in yourself. If you are wearing something different from other people, you are confident that at least I look good, for example.
Like, you have to fulfill yourself first. For self-confidence, you have to fulfill yourself with your positivity, with your attitude, with your, even if your aura or yourself as well. That's boost your self-confidence. So you have to learn how to do the self-confidence within yourself. Once you are confident within you, you will speak to the people as well, and you will be confident as well. Okay, now this is all about our studies and all. What you like to eat?
I love eating everything.
Everything.
Yes.
What is your favorite food?
Chicken tenders and fries.
Chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like more go out, or you have at mommy's food?
Mommy's food.
Mommy's food. So you prefer the home food is the best food as well.
Yes.
Yes, because it's cooked with the love of mommy, and she is already very inspired from her mom, who actually motivated her to write the poetry, the build the self-confidence, and the research and the stories as well, which is very, very good. So imagine, our listeners, that how we can motivate our young girls, our young children to do differently as well. So Rebecca is also only 14 years old, but she's not going to social media. She has no account. She just watch all the YouTube things which she get inspired or acknowledge, or getting the knowledge from there as well. So we can do this as well in our homes. We can make the talent of this young youth people take it out. And I'm not saying this is the only responsibility of the mother, but is a lot of responsibility of the mothers. And if they can inspire their children, children can do what our Rebecca Khan is doing. And Alhamdulillah, she is going into that national way as well for the public speaking as well. So what do you think, Rebecca, that in future what would you like to be? You planning or you're not planning? What you're thinking and how you see the world in future? Okay.
I hope to see the world in a better place, not just environment, but everyone being happy. And my future plans, it varies. I'm not quite sure yet.
You still-
I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah, okay. So what are your plans? One of your plans?
I'm hoping to hopefully have a successful career in some
as
way.
what? Yeah, and very pure. I can see you're a very pure person. You not you wanted everything to be beautiful and light in surround you as well. That's very nice, and we would like you to come to our in our cabinets and politics and everything, so people have more brain to use that as well for the country as well. Thank you so much to giving me time for my youth, and thank you so much for her mother Lubna Khan to bring her to the studio. And they, let me tell you, they are from far Balito, but I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to give you a name to our children's program, and now and then you can come to my program as well. Jazakallah khair so much. Now this is the time for me to go for Shagufta GK Totke tips with Shagufta Khan. So please keep pen and paper ready, and we will talk about that.
Getting you through your day. Radio Al Ansar.
اللهم احفظ المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الحاقدين اللهم أعد المسجد الأقصى إلى رحاب المسلمين اللهم وطهر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين اللهم عليك بهم فإنهم لا يعجزونك يا قوي يا متين اللهم منزل الكتاب مجري السحاب هازم الأحزاب سريع الحساب اهزم اليهود وزلزلهم يا قوي يا عزيز
अब टाइम हुआ है शगुफ्ता जी के टोटके टिप्स with Shagufta Khan.
Expressions by Shagufta Khan. Women only for all the occasions. Contact me, Shagufta Khan, 083-421-2930 or 031-208-2204.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Radio Lansar FM 90.4, 105.6. Peter Mary's back. Shagufta Khan is here with Shagufta GK Totke Tips with Shagufta Khan, where we talk DIY, do it yourself as well. But luckily, Expressions is there, so you can get a lot of things from us as well. And one good news I wanted to say that I'm going to be there in DSF, Durban, that shopping festival as well. We have 5th, 6th and 7th July for Westwood Saxony Mall as well. So we will be there. So you can get us all over there with all my herbal organic products of Asli, where we're talking about the hair, we're talking about the face, we're talking about your skin. So please come and visit us as well for DSF on 5th, 6th and 7th of July. We are talking about lots and lots for the hair treatment, oil, shampoo, rosemary oil, rosemary spray, red onion oil spray as well. So everything. What I'm talking today is because of weather, our skin is getting very dry and we're getting cracked. We already gave you the Heal Balm. Today I'm giving you the collagen face pack, which actually make your face nice, glowy and dewy face as well. So what you have to do, you can take the flaxseed, original flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, 1 teaspoon of red lentil and 1 teaspoon of sesame seed. all these things you can grind it nicely, keep it in the jar, in glass jar, and keep it in the fridge. Whenever you want to make it, how to make it, you can put a small pan, half or quarter cup of milk, and 1 table or teaspoon of that powder. Mix it. Once you let it boil, once it's come to the boil, it become thickened. Take the pan out and add a little bit honey, vitamin E oil, few drops, and that face pack is ready to make your skin so nice. Collagen booster it will be, and you can apply on your washed face, leave it on 15-20 minutes. And if you are doing in the night, you don't have to wash it out, you just wipe it out with the wet towel or the face wipe and leave it on your face. This I'm talking the people who have very dry skin. The people who don't have very dry skin but they still want it to look very they say the shiny face and very lively face, the glowy skin as well. And if you are very young, you don't have to keep overnight with the wipe. You can wash it out, but not with the soap, just with the water. And after that, you can use the moisturizer, which is not oily moisturizer, like the moisturizer you can use as well. And a lot of things you will get on 5th and 6th and 7th of July from Asli, from Expressions by Shagufta. I will meet you there, and we are offering very nice thing, and that is dry head massage, which everyone needs it, including sometime if you want neck and shoulder. There will be no oil, there will be no nothing, or you can enjoy there as well. Now this is the time for me to wrap up my program. I'm thanking again Rabika Khan. You like to say anything to Radio Lansar?
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much for you to bring you here from Balito. Thank you so much. And inshallah in future we'll take you as well. And thanks to her mother Lubna Khan to bring her from so far. And inshallah we will learn from here that social media is very beneficial to some extent. How we are using for information, we are using for communication, but once it's come to the entertainment, we have to be very careful, especially the mothers. Whatever mothers will do, children will follow as well. So please, ijazat chahte hain. Let me tell you one more thing, that planner is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is the biggest planner. So submission is the solution. So what we have to do, submit ourselves to the situation. Solution Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring, inshallah. Ijazat chahte hain. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa